Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Welcome to another Chinese special from GEARBEST.com. I love making these videos, I love finding the watches. There is just so much value on offer if you dig deep enough. Today, the thumbnail says it all. Best watch on GearBest. Now I've been sitting on this Cadison for the last couple of months now and I really like it. I've been wearing it out and about around Sydney. I've also been wearing it to work. Looks great under a suit, slips beautifully under a cuff as well. It is not the cheapest watch on GearBest. That dubious honour belongs to this fine looking quartz specimen for $1.79. It is not the most expensive watch on GearBest.com. That's currently this Lotus Man for $385. This Cadison normally retails for $210 US shipped, which is a great price for a set of specifications that include the Miyota 9015. Yes, that's right, a high beat Japanese movement in a watch for $210. However, I spoke to GearBest. I have negotiated a special price for Just One More Watch subscribers. If you click on the link in the description, if you enter the code, you can pick this one up for $185 US shipped. Your challenge today is leave me a comment if you know of any watch, and I mean any watch, that you can buy brand new with a Miyota 9015 for less than $185. Good luck with that one. Did I mention the diamond under the dial? I haven't even mentioned that there's a diamond under the dial. Let's flip the camera and get into it. So, best watch on GearBest then, let's take a look. Comes in a fairly unassuming black outer box containing the same Cadison inner packaging as the last two $50 specials that I looked at, but this one definitely a cut above those cheaper pieces. So we've got a warranty card, we've got an instruction manual, but really you're not going to bother too much with either of those. And inside a really nice, refined, classy looking dress watch, suit watch, Monday to Friday 9 to 5 watch, powered by a Miyota 9015 featuring domed sapphire crystal, a decent leather strap, butterfly clasp and a diamond on the dial. I kid you not. So before I get into the dimensions and specifications, I thought I'd talk briefly about the colorways. Now this one comes in 3 different versions. I went for the white pretty much because it has the blue second hand there. You can also get this one in gold and rose gold. Now I'll pop up a picture of how the white one appears on the GearBest website. It looks pretty much stark white with an enormously bright blue hand. So I was quite relieved when this one arrived to find that it wasn't really crisp white, it was much more kind of parchment, and the blue hand, as nice as it is not as dominating as it looked in the photos, which I think is a good thing. So we've got a kind of classic set of dress watch type dimensions, 40mm in diameter, 20mm lug width, tapering down to 18mm at what is a pretty decent butterfly clasp today, 11mm thick so it slips nicely under a cuff, weighing in at 73 grams on the supplied leather strap, so a nice comfortable piece for everyday wear, and a nicely smoothed case. It's a kind of 3-piece case construction, top, middle and the kind of bottom part there, screw down as you can see. We'll have a look at the Miyota in just a second. So pretty clean on the dial, Cadison Sapphire Diamond Automatic. Let's get the diamond out of the way first then, the elephant in the room, the small sparkly elephant in the room. And there it is. Now I suspect this one is going to split opinion. Half of you are going to be like, holy shit, there's a diamond on the dial for 185 bucks. The other half are going to wish that they hadn't bothered. I'm kind of in the latter camp. I would rather that it hadn't come with the diamond. I would rather perhaps they just put a double index there at the 12 o'clock. But to be honest, in wearing this watch, you don't really notice. And hey, if it is your thing, you can tell all your mates that there's a diamond on the dial. Now, I don't think anyone is claiming that you're getting the Hope diamond on the dial of your Cadison here. You're pretty much getting a little crumb there at the 12 o'clock. But in operation, you don't really notice it. I got quite used to that kind of sparkly little index up at 12 before too long. So 316L stainless steel on the case, and it's sapphire crystal. I have checked this with my hardness meter type thing. A little bit of dome there, a little bit of distortion, but not too much. That suggests that it is a double dome. It's domed underneath as well, and there's some AR coating, so it's pretty legible in all light conditions. Love the blue second hand on this one. I think it just adds a touch of colour, a little bit of a pop to what is otherwise a pretty classy, clean and plain dial. We've just got little Dauphine hands there, nice sharp simple hands, and very simple, similar but nicely textured indices all the way around. And if I zoom right back in, you see the minute track, they're little shiny dots. So applied batons, and then I think they're just little printed on indices, but a good job all round on the dial. Embossed logo on the crown there, very nice. High level of polishing on the case, very consistent quality polishing throughout, again, way beyond the price tag. And a decent leather strap. I've been pretty vocal in my complaints about the cheap leather straps on the basic Cadison and Guanchin that I've reviewed, but this one nice, nicely padded as well, genuine leather embossed, pretty decent stitching, very, very comfortable in operation. And the butterfly clasp is alright today. They've even attempted a little bit of decoration on there, as you can see, Cadison logo etched into the clasp. But if we flip the watch over to the back and ignore the potentially polarizing diamond for a minute, I think this is the star of the show. The Miyota 9015, lovely bit of decoration there, nice rotor, 24 jewel this one, 40-ish hour power reserve, stated accuracy of -10 to +30, and it's a proper high beat 4 Hz movement, 28,800 vibrations per hour, leading to a lovely smooth 8 ticks per second, and you do notice it, especially on a pretty clean dial dress watch like this one. So how has the movement been then? I'll pop up the accuracy report there. That is over a month. A lot of time in the Wolf Winder, but also on my wrist, out and about as mentioned, coming in at just over a second to the minus. An outstanding result. These Miyotas really are top-notch movements. You can see why they are the Japanese rival to the ETA 2824, remarkable at less than $200. So there is the watch sitting on top of my 7-inch wrist, 40mm, a real sweet spot. Easy to see why so many watches this style opt for this set of dimensions. Nice and slim, nice curvature. Only 45mm lug to lug on this one, so wears very neatly on the wrist. Not a massive fan of butterfly clasps, but because this leather strap is nice and supple, it looks pretty good. Really, definitely a classy looking piece for the cash. So what are my negs then? Well, you already know whether the diamond at 12 o'clock is the best thing they could have done with this watch or the worst thing they could have done with this watch, or somewhere in between. For me, it's probably somewhere in between. I can live with it, but I'd rather have done without it. You also probably know whether you can wear a Cadison on your wrist on a daily basis without cringing every time you look at the dial. If you just go for value for money, then I think this watch is outstanding. I meant what I said, best watch on GearBest.com. So there you have it, another nugget of horological gold from GearBest and Cadison. I really like this watch, it looks great, love that blue second hand, and a Miyota 9015 for $185. How do they do it? If you fancy one of these, don't forget the link, don't forget the code. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.